And joining us now in studio is Reserves IDF Colonel Alon Evyatar. He's a Palestinian affairs expert and a former advisor to Kogat, the Israel civil administration in the Palestinian territories. And Alon, first of all, congratulations, of course, to the Shin Bet or Shabak for this breakthrough. But it is disturbing to learn that Hamas was able to even assemble the cell of residents of East Jerusalem, hold residency status in Israel. So they're not from the West Bank, and were able to even get so far as they did, even planning the assassination of a Knesset member.
Exactly. I have to tell you, honestly, Calev, that it reminds me the period of the Second Intifada, while the cells of Hamas, especially in East Jerusalem, were acted the terror attacks. If we have to emphasize the assassination of the minister Rehavam Ze'evi.
Right, who was killed in East Jerusalem hotel
exactly.
by a Hamas cell operating in Jerusalem.
Exactly, he was a target. And now we are speaking about the same scenario, if you want. Now we are speaking about the Hamas existence in Jerusalem, preference in Jerusalem. This, I would say, indicates the power of Hamas in East Jerusalem and the negative motivation in Hamas movement in East Jerusalem to continue to do terror attacks, to carry out terror attacks, especially on, I would say, special Israeli politicians, which is out of the scenarios that the Shabak thought till now. And second, we have to remember that the Hamas movement in East Jerusalem still support, as Adin el-Qassam, the military apparatuses, the military branch of Hamas in Gaza. They have a contact with the headquarters of Hamas in Gaza. They support Muhammad Def, which is the head of the military branch of Hamas. We're speaking about large support in East Jerusalem of Hamas, and I'm worried about the new phenomena, if you want.
Right, it certainly is worrying. And then we have again, a continuing situation in Jenin, doing these small operations, which makes one wonder if there needs to be a bigger operation. I'm not talking about necessarily such as in the Second Intifada, that major battle, but maybe there does need to be a more concerted big operation in Jenin.
Exactly. The biggest problem in Jenin is that the refugee camp of Jenin became kind of a vacuum. During the last years, the PA authority wasn't exist over there, and now we have a lot of militias, armed militias from all over the Palestinian movements are sitting together under the same umbrella. Fatah and Hamas and Islamic Jihad, all of them carry a lot of guns, and I think that it's quite different from the period of the Second Intifada. The IDF and the Shabak, I think, will have to plan a new planning for to challenge with the threats in a refugee camp of Jenin, and I hope that there will not be any aspire to another refugee camps like Nablus, like Tulkarem. I think that the main challenge of the IDF is to separate also between Jenin and the other areas in the West Bank, and we have a lot of challenge during the next few trials.
Alon, because let's getting back to the plot to assassinate Itamar Ben Gvir. There was a kind of warning by the IDF that Israel could move back to the a tactic of targeted killings, be it in Gaza or Hamas operatives in other countries. If a certain red line was crossed, one has to wonder if plotting a Hamas cell plotting the assassination of a kind of Knesset member may not have crossed that red line.
Well, it opened the question of assassinations. I think that all the Israeli public, if you want to speak about the system of the way of assassination of headquarters, of seniors in Hamas headquarters in Gaza, especially we are speaking about Yahya Sinwar. It's not the first time that maybe will be a part of the Israeli targets. Right. I think that we have to rethink about this system, maybe to go to do again those assassination, because 15, 20 years ago, it was succeeded. You know?
Right, but even at the risk of starting more rocket shooting again and a repeat of an operation.
This is the, I would say, the response of Hamas. It will be, but I think that those seniors of Hamas in Gaza should be under the Israeli cover or should be under the Israeli treatment, and I think it's about time.